Looking for tickets to the hottest shows, games, and events? Ticket Liquidator is your one-stop shop for great prices, no hassles, and guaranteed tickets. Since 2003, we've been connecting buyers and sellers, providing access to sold-out events at prices lower than most secondary market options. Whether it's sports, theater, or concerts, our massive nationwide network ensures you get the tickets you want, guaranteed. For the best seats at the biggest events, start with Ticket Liquidator today at ticketliquidator.com. That's TICKETLIQUIDATOR.com. Ticket Liquidator.
Relax with Hemp Delicious. Organically grown hemp, massively blended with delicious organic herbs, responsibly sourced for their holistic benefits. Each sip offers calming, antioxidant-rich wellness. Brewed just for you. Sip the calm with Hemp Delicious. Find your blend at hempdelicious.com.
Frozen heroes. Gonna tell you about frozen heroes. Gonna tell you about comic books,
costumes,
facts, boots,
and other stuff.
In this week's issue, World's Finest Wednesday.
Oh, hey there. Didn't notice you. Welcome in. This is Bros, Foes, and Heroes. I'm Zach. That's Mike. That was really dumb. But
I thought it was good. I enjoyed
also here with us, you can't see him.
You were taken by surprise.
I was trying to be
audience.
like you were joining us, like on something like welcome in
Oh,
to the
hey.
show. Hey, this is just us having fun, talking about fun and just silly comics. Mason is also with us. You can't see us here. You can see us if you're watching on video. You can't see Mason if you're watching on video, but you can hear Mason.
Oh, also, AI art is real art.
Okay.
Okay.
AI art is real art. You heard it here.
He is starting to just throw out controversial opinions to start the episodes.
Well, not only that, he's like starting to like. I think he's becoming part of the chair. And then he's like slouching down. Y'all are really missing it. You need to get up here and see this.
Well, your hair is starting to become more part of the gray.
Come on up and take a look. Come on up and take a look. We'll
children.
What did you say?
I said children.
Your hair is becoming more part of the gray.
Oh yeah. That's experience, buddy.
Welcome into Bros, Foes, and Heroes. Another World's Finest Wednesday for us. We've had a nice little string of stories here lately the past couple weeks on our Wednesdays. The last one being when Batman and Superman played a trick on Lois Lane by
doing nothing,
by pretending just to be somebody else to make her think she was marrying Bruce Wayne as Superman. Or it's long, it's convoluted.
Crazy old Lois Lane.
Just go back and listen to it if you get a shot. But also make sure we still have it up to go and vote on our You Decide. We were going to leave it up a couple weeks as we kept doing issues of what we should dive in deeper to. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 from 1990 that has none of the Guardians of the Galaxy that you're familiar with except for Yondu. Cops from 1989, which was a cartoon series turned into a comic book that Mike loves the voices of the villains in.
I am so happy that Cops is winning that poll too. That's great.
Are you trying to talk that into? It's not. The last time I checked,
I'm manifesting.
Okay. We'll see how it goes. Maybe by the time we put this out, it really will be. So we'll see. Third one, and then was Scarlet, the vampire.
Scarlet, the vampire lady.
Manifesting. This isn't astrology table, Mike.
Oh,
what?
You said this isn't an astrology table?
I don't know what that means.
Like you're manifesting things to happen. I guess like putting out to the universe.
Okay.
I just like they go hand in hand. I guess
astrology table.
I don't know.
One of our shows, Mike.
I have the Cancer Moon Rising.
Oh, I'm like
and Taurus waning.
I don't know what any of that stuff.
I don't know what any of that means.
Not to say like if you're into it, that's totally cool.
If you're into it, that's cool. I'm just saying when people start talking about astrology like that, I'm like, oh
yeah,
I don't know.
I know when I was born and what that means. I'm a Cancer. That's a crab or like.
Well, I mean, I know all the brands.
Sideways commas.
You know, Taurus and
all the cars.
Lady and.
Lady.
That guy with the arrow.
The guy with the arrow. Yeah, I know a guy who's a guy with the arrow. Anyway, World's Finest Wednesday.
What are you?
Today.
What's your sign?
I'm a Cancer.
You're a Cancer? What are you?
I'm a Taurus.
You're a Taurus?
No, wait, Virgo.
How does it change?
I was thinking Taurus, but I remember I'm actually a Virgo.
Wow. Okay, I'm a Taurus.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool.
Yeah. I just thought everybody should know.
I didn't know Mark.
I'm waning.
Mark. I didn't know Mike was part Pokemon. So here we go.
Got to catch
And
me
let's
all.
get into today's issue, Batman number 96.
Boy, look at that.
It's from December. Oh, I forgot. I need to pull up my give my credits.
Batman, hand me your big ass hat.
I do love that it's just like they're dressed as firemen on the cover. We're not getting into that. That's the story. There's a couple stories in this issue that were funny. There was that's the third alarm for Batman.
I like how they fight crime all the time.
Yeah.
But if there's a fire, you better put that helmet on.
Safety. There's
I
also
gotta pass you this doll.
There's also a story in this issue called His Majesty King Batman. But this story that we're going to cover is Batman's College Days from Batman issue number 96, volume 1, from December of 1955, Mike.
Can we real quick decide what the name of that vehicle is right there?
It's the Batmobile / fire truck.
Yeah.
No, wait, no. It's the Fire Bat.
Fire Bat, Batfire.
The
Fire. Okay, so they're called fire engines.
Fire engines, the Batmengine.
The Bat engine, but then it doesn't reference fire.
The Benjin, the Fire Benjin.
Fire Bat is good, and y'all both know it.
It's the Fire Benjin.
Okay, all right, I'm willing to go with that. The fire Benjin.
He just adds a
It just
B.
sounds like you have a lisp or something, you know. The
All-
fire Benjin.
All he did was add a B to the beginning
Sure,
of engine, and
sure.
it's the Fire Benjin.
Well, that's
for
about
Batman.
right for Batman.
Remember when him and Superman fought crimes? It was when they were trying to figure out who was going to hold the Tech Expo or whatever it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
And so, like, Batman fought crime in Metropolis and vice versa. He wanted to turn Superman's sign into a B, so he knew when people were calling him.
Jesus.
Because it was like, I couldn't have the bat, but we'll turn this S like into a B.
We'll turn this S into a B. I saw that movie.
Get the S out of the B or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
get
know
your
what
ass out of
was
my B.
So that's Batman and Robin on the fire Benjin as they're saving a kid.
It sounds so goofy when you say it out loud.
Benjin. The fire Benjin. You notice it even
What?
has a fire department like crest down there on the bottom of
Hey,
it.
just real quick. Why does it have a fire extinguisher on the side of the fire
'Cause-
Benjin?
Do you not see the bell up above it that they ring to when they go by? This is
Okay.
a full-on fire Benjin. Mike.
Okay, it's a fire Benjin. But then we're going to put our big face on it. All right, great.
So you know it's my fire Benjin.
It's part of the SS, too. Look at that symbol down there.
Well, it says FD for fire department, but it does have the
Oh.
little. Our story is
Why
Batman
is his
college
yearbook
days.
all drawn? It's just drawings.
Yeah, they didn't
They
take
didn't-
pictures.
Hey,
They
Robin.
didn't take pictures.
Hey, Robin, look at this. I went to college. No, you didn't,
He went-
Batman. I
he-
keep telling you, you did not. Oh, no, I did. Look,
That's
here's
your-
my yearbook.
That's your journal you drew in.
Come on,
dude.
Batman. You draw that stuff on the toilet. What are you talking about?
Oh man! So our story, Batman's college days, written by Batman co-creator.
Bob Kane.
No, Bill
Oh.
Finger, not
Bill
Bob Kane.
Finger Kane.
The main creator, I would say Bill Finger, even though Bob Kane gets a lot more credit.
Cane Finger.
Well, it's easy to get a lot of credit when you don't let the other guy get any credit for.
That's very
marketing
true too.
tickets.
When you kind of limit that, the penciler, good old Shelley Moldoff,
I love it
Sheldon
when-
Moldoff.
I love it when Batman fights the penciler.
Inkers Charles Paris, letterer Pat Gordon, and the editor of this issue
I'm the
was Whitney
penciler.
Ellsworth. Again, from December of 1955 here as we dive into our story of Batman's college days.
I'll draw a circle
So-
around you.
Remember last week, there was two things that I prepped you for, Mike. Do you
Yeah.
remember what they were?
It was for how to make a fire
Mm-hmm.
safely.
Mhm.
You always cover it with dirt when you're
Mhm.
done. And then it
How to
was
properly
mostly
wipe.
table manners.
Yeah.
I
No.
believe.
I reminded you about skin diving
Oh, I do remember that.
and that Robin was on vacation last issue that we
Skin diving
covered.
Robin vacation.
Okay.
Got
Wait,
it.
is there actually continuity in this?
No.
Oh.
But
What are you
They're-
nuts?
they're both kind of referent. Like it comes up. It's just funny.
Skin diving.
So one morning at breakfast, as they're eating, Bruce Wayne gets an invitation, like you do at breakfast.
One morning at breakfast while they're eating.
But it says Bruce Wayne, wealthy playboy and guardian of young Dick Grayson, receives an interesting letter.
Well, I'm glad it says Grayson after that.
And Bruce goes, I'm sorry, Dick says, you've been invited to a 3-day cruise on a yacht for a reunion with some pals from your old college athletic teams.
Oh yeah, sure.
And Bruce is like, I wish I could see some of the old gang again,
Oh.
but I can't take time off from our work, Dick.
No.
Right?
Crime is a cruel
But-
mistress, Robin.
Essentially, it's what he's like an old hardened detective. But it says their work when their identities are masked. This man and youth are those famed crime fighters, Batman and Robin, the Boy Wonder.
We got it.
But
Right? We're
Yeah, you have
reading
to
a
be told
Batman
that off
comic.
the
We
book you
got
just bought.
it. We got it.
But Robin says, it's been pretty quiet these days, Batman. I can handle anything that might come up. So why don't you go on that reunion after all?
Yeah.
Did this dumbass
A
just say
12-year-old, essentially, like he does not look old there. Maybe 14, right? Just to be
Well,
nice.
he's full of eggs and bacon.
He ain't
He's got-
Nightwing
Let's
yet.
say
He ain't Nightwing yet.
Nightwing. Let's say even he's 16, right? We're being very generous in saying
60?
16.
Oh.
We're being very generous in saying that Dick Grayson is 16. Batman just goes, upon hearing, yeah, it's been kind of quiet. Why don't you go on that 3-day yacht cruise reunion? Batman just goes,
Volunteering.
all right, you know what, Robin? Maybe I will.
All right, Robin.
Also, this is how you know Bruce has made Dick a spoiled brat. He said the Q word when talking about work. Anyone who's ever worked in either service
You don't
or
call
any
it quiet.
industry,
Yeah.
never say the Q word.
So, and Batman's like, yeah, I think I will go on that yacht cruise after all.
Yacht
and just
cruise.
leave Gotham's protection to a 12-year-old boy for 3 days.
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Well, Alfred's there too, I guess.
But how I don't see him here. Anyway, we see on the high seas the next day, a happy gathering of old friends, it says.
Happy
And everybody's
gathering.
just like, oh, Bruce, it's great to see you again after all these years. Man, remember all those great times we had at Gotham College? We were always together, except when you were studying, Bruce. And they're like, you know what? One thing I never understood, why did you take all those courses in criminology if you never used them later in
Yeah,
life?
dumbass.
And Bruce goes, well, there was a good reasoning back then. And he recollects things that happened because that's what we get in this issue. Where he's like, it shows him showing up at Gotham College. And he's like, a young Bruce, when my parents were killed by a bandit, I swore I'd dedicate my life to fighting crime. Now I'm ready to prepare myself for my chosen career. From that day on, Bruce worked hard to master the college's course in scientific criminal investigation. And we get like
CSI.
he wanted to be a CSI guy.
I love how they always say like a young Bruce Wayne or whatever, but he always looks 40.
He does, no
You
matter
know?
what. He's always
Yeah.
young. But the professor's like, all fingerprints are identified by whorls and ridges characteristics.
Oh, Whirls and Ridges.
And then it shows that the gang wants to go out and go bowling, and they ask Bruce to join them. And Bruce is like, no, I'm sorry, guys. I got to study, work in the lab late.
Whirls and Ridges opened for bread at Altamont, I think, one year.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And who the hell are these guys? Are these his classmates?
These are his
his
classmates.
Are these like his dorm mates?
So,
Yeah.
like, they're his just friends there at college. And it says a sudden question interrupts Bruce's recollection. So it interrupts him daydreaming. And they're like, by the way, who invited us on this cruise?
What?
Like, who invited us all here? And then there's a guy
Oh
up in
my
the
God,
crow's
they don't
nest.
even know who invited
No,
them?
they don't.
Uh-oh.
There's
What
a guy up in the crow's nest who goes, you can stop wondering that, gentlemen. I'm your host. And they go, Danton? Joe Danton? After all
What?
these years?
No.
Good old Joe Danton.
Good old Joe Denton.
And then Danton,
Remember when we used to wrestle
D-A-N-T-O-N.
shirtless?
That's well, here's it goes. Again, Bruce recalls his college days. The first thing he thinks about when hearing the name Joe Danton is, I remember when I wrestled him.
Yeah, as the other boys watched on a big
It
mattress.
cheered me on. It's a little weird.
Get him, Bruce, get him.
But it goes, nice going, Bruce. You pinned down Danton. Pinned down.
Pinch his thigh.
But then it goes, in sports competitions, his path always crossed with Danton's.
Sports competitions.
And Joe Danton goes, Coach, why'd you yank me and put in Wayne? And the coach goes, well, you've been ignoring signals. You want to carry the ball all the time so you can get all the glory. You forget you're playing on a team. And then it shows him on baseball.
Motherfucker, You want to carry the baseball all the time, and that's not how the game is played.
You got to throw it. Then it shows him playing baseball. And like the manager's like, I called for a bunt, but instead you swung for the fences and struck out, Danton. Why can't you be a good team player like Wayne? It's like, he
Can
just gets so tired of hearing about Bruce.
Can I have a quick
can I
aside?
do it? Wait, go ahead, Mike, first.
Can I have a quick aside?
Yeah.
Here,
Here, I'll turn this way, even though you're not there. So it looks like I'm looking at you.
Yeah. So, I have to go this way. You know that commercial, that State Farm commercial that
With
Patrick
Jake?
Mahomes is in,
He's in a lot of them.
where the guy has a soccer ball that's a football also?
Oh, it's Danny Rojas from Ted Lasso.
Sure. So,
Football is live.
yeah. So
What?
he kicks it through the goalpost.
Yeah.
Right at the end of it. And then we come back to a Patrick Mahomes holding the thing and going, do you kick it or you pass it? He just kicked it, idiot. He just kicked the ball. What are you talking about?
It was out of his view.
He didn't see how
He saw it because he goes,
He
goal!
He saw the ball fly. He did not see how it was projected.
Come on.
Anyway,
just be grateful the ref wasn't there.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he
Stupid
would have gotten
State Farm
immediately
commercials.
red flag.
There was one, I swear to God, I've never seen it again. It was it was a version of he's not over here.
nobody else gets that
It
joke.
was
Mike's
a
not over here
version
either. I'm just
of-
looking at a wall.
It was a version of one of the State Farm commercials where they're sitting there and like people are pitching stuff to them or something. I don't know. It's weird, but I swear to God, it was all bloopers,
Oh,
and they just passed it off as a regular commercial.
huh.
I'm like, I've seen this. Wait, no, they screw up in this.
Well, they had to pay Mahomes a pretty penny. You're gonna get every use of footage.
But I'm saying it's. I just. Oof.
all right. Well,
Wait, can I say what
Fly,
the
Eagles,
Denton
fly.
says?
yeah, go ahead.
He probably sounds like this. Wayne, it's always Wayne.
That's probably exactly how Joe Denton sounds. Because after being told that why can't he be a team player like Wayne, that's I for sure would think would be his
It's
response.
always Wayne.
Yeah, he sounds very much like that. But it says finally his jealousy kind of got the best of him one day in fencing class,
Football, baseball, and fencing.
and he
Those are the
goes
biggies.
and he goes, "Got you that time, Wayne, ha ha." And Bruce is like, "Ow, my wrist." And it goes, "Denton, that was the lowest yet. You took him by surprise without even putting the protective rubber tip on your foil."
Yeah, always wear your protective rubber tip.
And it goes, "From that day on, an odd-shaped scar on Bruce's wrist was a permanent evidence of Denton's grudge."
In the shape of a bat.
Well, no, it looks honestly, look at that. It looks like a lightning bolt. Bruce
Uh-huh.
was the
It's
first Harry Potter
Yeah.
You know what this means?
on his wrist.
Not
been
the
sorted.
Joker, not Two-Face, not Bane, not Scarecrow,
Joe Denton.
not even Ra's al Ghul. Has only one, that
Ra's al
man can
Ghul.
say he's never been defeated by the Batman.
That's true. He can't. Well, just wait till we're done. It goes after that unsportsmanlike act. Bruce's teammates shunned Denton, and he grew to hate them as well.
But wait,
it
aren't
shows-
they just fencing? I mean, what did he do that was so wrong?
He took the tip off, and so he scarred.
Oh, he
Bruce,
didn't
like,
wear his rubber tip. That's right. I'm sorry.
he was
I forgot about that.
and he deliberately like hit a
Yeah.
of free
Got
plays.
it. Got
Yeah.
it. Okay, I'm so sorry. I got lost in the whole.
And so
unsportsmanlike
Denton goes,
part.
"You can't treat me like I'm nobody. Someday I'll get even with all of you."
All they did is just not hang out with you. Just get new friends.
And he's like,
You're in like 4 fucking athletic things.
so
It's like-
exactly.
So I'm gonna shoot a seal.
So
Is
we
that
go
what-
back. No, we go back to current time, and he goes, "Yes, I said I'd get even with you someday, and today is that day. Look, what do you see out there?" And one of the guys on board is like, "Oh, that's a mine. What are we
Oh!
doing with a mine out there?"
Why are there mines floating in the water?
It just says just like the war, and he goes, Danton shoots at it and causes it to explode.
Sure,
And he
that's the way
goes-
mines
And he
work.
goes, "Now you see that it's no bluff. There are 3 more mines ahead, but I anchored them so that they float below the surface and can't be seen. This yacht is drifting towards them now. I also smashed the radio and destroyed the vessel's steering apparatus. So there's no possible way you can prevent the inevitable." And they're like, "You fool. What about you? If this yacht blows up, you'll die too." Well, you want to know what? Joe Danton's got an answer for that, Mike.
I don't know, but Joe Danton's all teeth.
He
Look at
is.
him.
So what? My doctors told me that I have a bad heart.
Oh,
That my days are numbered anyhow. So I might as well die now and take you all with me.
it's a kamikaze
Ha ha.
mission.
It is.
It's been how many years since college? This guy can't get over that 3
Eight-
dudes just like
18 years?
ghosted him.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing too. So everybody's frightened by what's going on, and Bruce takes this opportunity. This is the perfect time for me to sneak away and turn into
Sure,
Batman.
right.
But you can
Sorry,
see,
fellas, have to go study.
but you can see there's only 5 of them. Okay.
Yeah.
I just want that brought up.
Okay.
Oh no.
There's only 5 of them.
Okay.
Oh, no.
So one of them's gone. There's only 4 of them now. Saying
Right.
Bruce. Batman comes back up and he like sweeps down into the crow's nest to try to like stop
As
Joe
you will.
Danton with the gun.
Look,
And
it's
as
Batman.
and as they like wrestle, Joe pulls up as the grapple. It goes
Loves to wrestle.
Danton's clawing hand accidentally pulls down Batman's right glove so that what? Only one man has a scar like that. Batman must be Bruce Wayne. And Batman goes, "Oh no, Danton's recognized my scar. He knows my identity." So he steals the gun from him and he swings him back down to the ship level. And Danton does not say anything about who Batman's Bruce Wayne. Instead,
Well, he's got a bad ticker.
Instead, they're all nervous, and Batman tells them, like, "You guys got to calm down. He just wants you all to panic. We're going to be able to finish this. He goes,
Is that why he's shaking the dude down
he
there?
is. He's like, calm down, essentially. Yeah.
It's like that scene from Airplane.
Yes. And they're smacking. Yeah.
He
Everybody's
wants
just
us to
yeah.
panic.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he says. But then they go, besides, we have a chance of getting back alive. Hodges, you're a skin diving fan. Did you bring any gear with you?
At least that's what they. That's what
I told
the
you,
kids say.
Robin
You're
told
a
him.
skin diving.
Robin
fan.
was on vacation last week. Well, this time Robin said, Batman, you go on vacation, buddy. So they switched off
Yeah.
vacations.
Yeah.
And Lois got a cramp while she was diving.
Yeah.
And now we have Hodges, who's a fan of skin diving, which honestly, if Batman just showed up and was like, Mike, you're a fan of skin diving, aren't you? Part of you's going to be like, what? How
Yeah,
do
I
you
don't
know
know.
that? Like,
I don't-
why?
Well, number one, what the hell is skin diving
It's-
other than not wearing a suit?
So I'll tell you,
Right.
that's essentially, it's just the goggles and breathing apparatus.
Yeah.
But he wears it over his Batman costume.
Sure
And
he
so
does.
he goes down and he swims ahead and he finds the first mine and he cuts the rope and it floats up to the surface.
Kaboomy.
Then he gets back on the ship and he goes, hey, does anybody have a wrench or a hammer or anything that's heavy in metal? And so he finds a hammer and
Does
he
anybody have a Torx number 7?
and he just throws the hammer from the boat at the mine,
Yeah. Yeah.
hits it, and the mine explodes.
Thank God there's nothing else in the sea.
But for Batman, another problem still persists. And then the guy, Joe Danton says, even if the others survive,
Danton's teeth.
I'll get even with Wayne. I'll expose his identity. That will
Uh-oh.
finish him as effectively as an exploding mine. And Batman's wondering, he's playing a cat and mouse game with me. When is he gonna expose me? But he doesn't say anything.
He's playing a cat and bat game with
So
me.
Batman goes back down. He cuts the second bomb and
Makes
trying
love to a shark.
and trying to cut the third bomb and get that exploded. He tussles with a shark. Well, he stabs the shark who's flailing around as it dies, and he knows it's going to hit the mine. The shark is going to hit the mine.
Batman's not supposed to kill. What the
So
fuck?
Batman swims away as the shark
It's just
hits
a
the
shark.
mine,
It's fine.
and the explosion from the mine
Yeah.
shoots Batman out of the water
Uh-huh.
onto the deck of the yacht.
Mhm.
Right?
Through a human-shaped hole that he makes into the yacht.
So
sense.
everybody hurriedly tries to help.
This doesn't look like a yacht, by the
It
way.
doesn't. It looks like a giant ship. But everybody goes to try to help Batman, and they're like, he's been battered and he swallowed a lot of water, but he'll be okay. He's a hard man to remove. So
To remove.
How do y'all know? Do y'all live in Gotham or something?
then but here's the thing. He's out. Next panel, he's right back up. But it goes, but Batman's
Well, he's
biggest
Batman.
danger is far from over as
I'm
he
Batman.
finally rises to his feet. And he goes, you saved them, Batman. I'm the only one who will die. My heart, it's going. So I've got to get what I have to quickly. And he's like, oh no, he's going to expose me. And the guy goes, I want to talk to you in private. And Batman goes, what? And so he takes him back.
What?
He takes him back alone in the cabin. And he goes, I didn't want the others to hear. I know you're Bruce Wayne, but I want your secret to die with me. Watching you risk your life to save the others, knowing you've dedicated yourself to the purpose, made me suddenly realize how selfish I've been all my life. I've always thought of myself, never of others. My obsession controlled my thinking. Tell the gang I'm sorry. Ask them to forgive me. And Batman goes, I'll tell them, and I'll know they'll forgive you, as I do.
What the fuck?
And then the ship, it shows and it goes, and so later, when a passing ship reaches them from the crippled yacht, Batman
It looks
rejoins
like the
friends
same
in
damn
his
thing.
You're
in
about
his
to say
Bruce.
that anymore.
Batman rejoins friends in his Bruce Wayne identity. Poor Denton, but Batman said he died happy. He actually had a smile on his face. And then the other
No, he
guy
doesn't.
goes, by the way, where'd Batman go to? I don't see him anywhere. And Bruce, winking at us, says, you know how it is with Batman. When his job's done, he disappears. But if you ever need him, I'm sure he'll be around.
That's how that Batman be.
Here's the thing again I want to point out. There are 5 of them there.
Yeah.
How dumb are his friends?
Yeah. His
They
friends are pretty
realize that
stupid.
Bruce is not there the whole time.
Granted, it's a big ship, but no one questioned where he was.
And-
Because do you not think that after that Danton had the guns taken away from him and Batman just keeps diving in the water and going cutting these mines, they're like, anybody see
Yeah, but-
Bruce?
But also,
Also, why does he have to be Batman here? He could just be Bruce and just kick this guy's ass.
Yeah.
that boat is still going.
Which it's moving.
There's a
so
dead dude on that boat. He died.
that's true too.
And they're all just going like, well, I guess he died happy. What?
And
There's
I
a
guess we
dead
do
dude.
forgive him for trying to kill us.
yeah. I was like, well, I guess he died with a smile on his
Jesus.
face. don't
I
know.
hate the taste of shark.
But yeah, he fought, killed a shark.
I think it would have been cool, like chunks of shark just falling onto the boat.
Well,
with
no,
Batman.
it exploded. He exploded up over and just landed. I don't know.
Also, and I love the logic. I tried to kill these guys, but him trying to save the guys that chose him over me in the first place.
You know what? Makes me realize I just want to die alone without exposing anybody or hurting anybody. After all,
Yeah.
That's right.
Maybe I am an asshole.
Batman, will you kiss me? And he just goes. That's what I imagine it is.
Batman, I've always loved you.
I always shoved your toothbrush up my ass.
Whoa, that went far.
Oh man,
That's a horrible boss's
That's
reference.
the thing he wants to say. Like he wants to be all whatever. I don't
So
know.
one final F. He's like, "Wait, was he? No, he purely just messed with me just to get in my head. But what if he did?
Oh man. All right, so that is Batman's college days, which had nothing to do with his college days at all.
I like
Just his
how
college buddies.
He was. We saw that he was somehow had the time on top of everything. This was the 60s, so everything's handwritten.
55.
And 55,
55.
everything's handwritten. You have to go to the library. You have to do research. You have to handwrite everything. And so he has time for that. All his schoolwork, his law schoolwork, mind you, on top of wrestling and football,
Baseball.
and baseball
Fencing.
and fencing.
He was a busy man.
Clearly within like the same semester. Clearly,
Oh yeah. No, he was a very busy man.
Yeah.
That's why he didn't have time to go out.
it'd
I
be
think-
different if it was Superman.
Well,
Because you
he
like
just breezed through it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He could do like 19 things at once. Because he can go real fast.
Yeah.
Batman
I
does
guess
not have
Flash
that.
could do that too.
Well, but
you know what?
Batman doesn't have that option.
You know what I want to do on a World's Finest Wednesday, and I need to do it here soon.
What?
I need to bring up some old
That
green.
bitch Lois Lane.
I need to bring up that's a throwback to last week. Some old Green Lantern
Oh yeah, love that.
or some more Aquaman. Remember when
Oh,
Aquaman had to
love
sit in a
Aquaman.
milk bath so he
Yep.
didn't dehydrate?
Yep.
That
Yep.
happened. That
he just got
happened.
paid anything.
Yeah.
I mean, why isn't there enough moisture just in the air
Because they were in the desert.
to keep him alive?
They were in the desert.
But there's
that's why.
always moisture in the air.
Yeah, but not
always.
that much. Not that much. It's very humid out there. Anyway,
Ugh.
that's our World's Finest Wednesday this week. Thank you guys, as always, for taking the time out to listen,
Hey, thanks for
or to
listening.
watch. We appreciate it very much. What else was I going to say? Oh, make sure to check out the Rogue Media Network and Rogue Media Network family of podcasts.
The Rogue Media Network and the Rogue Media Network family of podcasts welcomes you.
.com.
.com.
Oh man. All right. For Mason, for Mike,
Hello.
I'm Zach.
Goodbye.
Wait,
Until-
go ahead.
no. I was gonna close out. So if you want
No,
to,
you can do your closeout.
What do you
I'll just
got?
say something before he says GollyCon.
Okay.
okay. Well then, I'm gonna react to it. I know what you're doing, but
All right.
until next time, stay safe, everybody.
Oh, by the way,
GollyCon!
Oh
Go ahead, Mason.
no, cut it off there so you can interrupt me.
Oh well, I should have done it better. Now I don't have it.
That's okay.
Frozen, heroes. Gonna tell you about frozen heroes. Gonna tell you about.
This has been a Rogue Media Network